All right, let's talk about something I'm pretty sure you've all felt. You're trying to use an AI, and it feels like you're just guessing, right? Hoping for the best. Well, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to completely change how you work with AI, taking you from random frustration to consistent, predictable results. Let's jump in.
So, does this look familiar? You asked your AI for something you think is pretty specific. A report, a marketing email, a couple of good ideas, and what you get back is, well, it's just gibberish. It's either way too generic, totally off topic, or just not helpful at all. It's a super common frustration, but believe me, the fix is easier than you think. And here's the big secret. Most of the time, when you get a bad result from an AI, it's not because the AI is broken. It's because our instructions weren't clear enough. This is actually great news, because it means the power to get amazing results is completely in your hands. Once you nail how to communicate clearly, you unlock what these tools can really do. Okay, so first things first, let's diagnose the problem. Why do so many of our prompts just fall flat? It almost always boils down to a few hidden traps that, once you see them, are surprisingly easy to avoid. Here are the usual suspects. First, vague goals. That's like telling a new hire to just make it better. The AI has no choice but to guess what you mean, and yeah, it usually guesses wrong. Then there are overstuffed prompts, where you ask for 10 things at once. That just confuses the AI and you get a watered-down mess. And my favorite, unstated assumptions. The AI has no idea what you talked about yesterday, it doesn't know your business goals, you have to tell it. And here's the key takeaway. The AI is a mirror. The quality of what you get out is a direct reflection of the quality of the instructions you put in. So, to really fix this for good, we need to make a fundamental shift in our thinking. This is the one idea that changes absolutely everything. You have to stop thinking of the AI as some kind of magic wand and start thinking of it as a new, incredibly smart and capable colleague. And this chart really lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the magic tool mindset. You give it a vague command, cross your fingers, and just hope for the best. But on the other side, you have the colleague mindset. Here, you're providing clear direction, you're setting expectations, you're actually having a conversation. You see? Great prompting isn't some technical wizardry. It's just people management, but done with text. Okay, so if we're going to start managing our new AI colleague, we need a game plan, right? A framework? Well, here it is. This is your blueprint for success. A dead simple 4-part structure that's going to take all the guesswork out of every single prompt you write from now on. The framework itself is so simple, but so powerful. Every great prompt needs these 4 things: a role for the AI to play, a single task for it to do, the right context, and a clear definition of the output you want. This system replaces that old trial and error method with something reliable. So let's break each of these down real quick. First up is role. This is a game changer. Instead of just asking a question into the void, you tell the AI who it should be. Act as a seasoned marketing director. You are a financial analyst specializing in tech startups. Be a witty, creative copywriter. Giving it a role is a shortcut that instantly sets the right tone, the right level of detail, and the right perspective. Next up, the task. And here, the key is focus. AIs, just like people, get confused when you give them too many jobs at once. So instead of asking it to research a topic, summarize it, and draft an email all in one prompt, just give it one clear job. A prompt with a single, well-defined task will always give you a sharper, more useful result. Remember, one job done perfectly is way better than 10 jobs done poorly. Now, context. Honestly, this is what separates okay prompts from amazing ones. The AI doesn't know your company's sales targets, or that your target audience is millennial cat owners, or that the deadline is tomorrow unless you tell it. Giving it just enough background info, telling it what's important, and listing any constraints, that's what stops it from giving you those generic answers that drive us all crazy. And finally, we have output. This is where you tell the AI exactly what done looks like before it even starts working. Do you need 5 bullet points in a bold font, a 500-word blog post written in a casual tone, a table formatted for Markdown? By specifying the format, the length, and the style you want, the answer you get back is something you can use right away. It cuts down on editing time like you wouldn't believe. Now listen. Even with the perfect 4-part prompt, the first result isn't always the final one, and that's okay. The best AI users know that this is a dialogue, not a one-time command. The real magic, the real skill, is in the art of the follow-up. So imagine you get a response that's kind of like this. It's okay, but it's generic and missing key info. We've all been there. Now, the old way of thinking would be to get annoyed, delete it, and try to write a whole new prompt from scratch. But that's not the move. The first response is just a draft. It's not a failure. Think of it as your starting point. Just look at the difference here. Starting over is just inefficient. You're throwing away what you've already built and just hoping for a better random result next time. The effective approach? You refine. You give targeted, specific feedback. You guide the improvement step by step, just like you would with a human team member. It is so much faster to iterate than to start over every time. So, what does good feedback look like? Well, first, be specific and actionable. Don't just say, make it better. Say, that's a good start, but now incorporate the specific Q4 sales data and add a new section analyzing our top 3 competitors. Point out exactly what's missing, but also tell it what it did right. Reinforce the good parts so it knows what to do more of. And here's a little pro tip for you. Ask the AI to critique its own work. Say, what are the weak points in this response and how would you improve it? It's surprisingly good at self-correction. So let's bring this all together. When you adopt this manager mindset, when you use that 4-part framework we talked about, you leave that world of random, hit-or-miss results behind. You step into a whole new reality where the AI's performance is actually reliable. At the end of the day, it all boils down to this one simple idea. Consistent inputs lead to consistent outputs. Prompting is a business skill you can learn. It is not some dark art. When you give the AI a structured, clear, consistent set of instructions, you get consistent, high-quality work back. And that's how AI stops feeling like a random slot machine and starts feeling like a dependable partner. And that's really the thought I want to leave you with. Once you stop guessing and start managing, your AI transforms. It goes from being a frustrating little gadget to being your most capable colleague, maybe even your top performer. So the question is no longer if the AI is going to work for you, but what incredible things are you going to build together?